Battlefield 3 is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated games of the year, and the beta, which recently concluded, offered us a tantalising glimpse of what to expect when the full game releases on October the 28th.
It also offered us the chance to die over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Over!
Roger, but all that death was useful in that it gave us an idea of what we're going to need to do to survive in the full game.
Yeah, the beta didn't give us all of the details of Battlefield's multiplayer game. We only had the one map set in Paris, there was no vehicle combat, and of course we didn't get to plough $70 million worth of fighter jets into the Seine because we didn't understand the controls properly, but there's still a lot to learn.
One of the biggest changes that stood out for me was the ability to go prone, an ability that had yet to reach the Battlefield series due to all the soldiers having bad knees or something. It's a great tool for getting out of the line of fire and presenting a smaller target area, and is equally useful for setting up defensive positions as well. And of course, snipers love it, the camping cowards / stealthy heroes delete as appropriate.
This is true, but snipers, beware, there's a small but significant change that will affect your visibility even when prone. Anytime a player uses a long-range scope like that on a sniper rifle, the scope will produce lens glare. This glinting flash will help other units identify a sniper's location, letting them protect themselves against his field of fire. Also remember, you can use your flashlight to blind enemies as well as light up dark areas. Press up on the D-pad to turn it on if you have it.
Spotting makes a return as well. Once you've seen an enemy on the battlefield, you can put a target over their head for your whole team to see.
This has been and continues to be an incredibly useful tool, so use it often.
Now, not only does the Battlefield soldiers' newfound flexibility allow them to go prone, it also allows them to fling themselves wildly over waist-high objects, an emotion that I don't think has a specific name.
I believe it's called mantling.
Never heard of it. Anyway, you can now hop or mantle over these objects by tapping A when you're sprinting. Not only does it look cool, it also makes navigating the map and getting out of the way of enemy fire much, much easier.
Now, one of my favourite new features is the brand new suppressing fire system. If you fire around an enemy without actually hitting them, you'll still get some benefit as their vision will blur, making it harder for them to see and move with confidence. This is a great tool for keeping attacking teams at bay, and that's particularly true for the support players carrying light machine guns where ammunition's not so much of a concern.
You'll also earn yourself points for properly suppressing the enemy, so it's not only a great tactical tool, it's also a rewarding one. Okay, another small change that many players might have missed when checking out the beta is the fact that you can switch between fire modes if your weapon allows for it by pressing down on the D-pad. For example, on the M16 you can toggle between fully automatic and semi-automatic. Like so many of the additions in Battlefield 3, this might seem like a small change, but for astute players it can make a huge difference.
So these are just a few of the things we thought were noteworthy in the Battlefield 3 beta, but of course they only tell a fraction of the story. We'll have to wait for the full game to get a proper sense of the rest of the multiplayer features like the vehicles, maps, progression systems, and of course the jets. Danger zone!
The beta may be over, but there are only a few short weeks till we get our hands on the full game, and we'll have more in-depth tips for the game as soon as we do. Thanks for watching Insider Moves, and we'll see you next time.
Heading into twilight, spreading out our wings tonight.
Stop that. Stop that.